fanatics. So I'm going to do a quick tour of the Fishroom anyways, and I know in the last video I said I probably wouldn't get one out till this week. It's going to be short because not everything that I want or that we want is in place yet, but we're getting there very quickly, and like I said, hopefully this weekend we'll have a lot more progress made, and I'll be ready to do a pretty big show and tell, if you will, so you can kind of see what's going on. But as you can see, this is the planted tank that's downstairs. This thing has done really well. It's recovered really well from the bacteria infection that we had. The plants in here are growing like absolute wildfire. Jess went and picked up some new bulbs because she likes seeing the bulbs. But you can see here, there's sprouts, there's sprouts. This is from an onion bulb. There's another over there, there's another over there. This one's still empty, it's a 10. It should be ready to go. We can put stuff in there. Like I said, we're going to a swap this weekend, so we're trying to get as many tanks open as possible for that. Snail tank. This has got nothing but the Malaysian trumpet snails in it as of right now, and apparently there's a pest snail that managed to creep in there too, so he's gonna have to go. But there's a ton of trumpet snails in here. Waiting for them to get a little bit bigger. Once they do, we'll probably start getting rid of some of these, selling some of these out. This is going to be the bare bottom 20 breeding tank for the angels. This one is set up right now for that. I know that there's still potential 2 more pairs, but right now I just want to get the albino and the one gold marble in here that have already spawned to get them separated out so we can hopefully get some spawning from them. There's another 20 there that we got to get set up. There's another 20 here. This was the breeding for profit tank. It was broke down. It was put down here, and it was set back up. It was water changed and cleaned out, and there's still ram's horns in there. And as you can see, the water temperature on here is a little low right now because, again, I think what I'm gonna have to do is change the heater in here. It had spiked all the way up. Nothing was changed. It spiked all the way up to 84 degrees. We turned it down 2 degrees because it was set at 78. Turned it down 2 degrees to 76, and it dropped all the way down to 70. So I think I'm gonna have to replace that heater. I have a feeling that's what caused the initial problem. So that's gonna get a new heater here soon. I'm not entirely sure exactly what caused the heater to go out because it's a brand new heater, but for whatever reason it did. It's not a big deal. But there's a couple 10s down there, and we still have some space here. Just a quick peek around over here. Breeding for profit tank. And you can see 77.1. This tank fluctuates between 77 and 77.8. And you can see they're all doing really, really well. There's a 60-gallon sponge filter. There's 2 20-gallon sponge filters. The reason there's 2 in there, one initially was set up. These 2 were running together on a T because I hadn't got these in yet. So I had 2 of these in there. The instant this came in, I hooked this one up, unhooked one of these. I'm leaving both of these in here so that they can start to seed, they can start to cycle, and it does help break up some of the water flow. Because the hang-on back filter that's on here is way too big for this tank. This is regulated for a 100-gallon tank, but that's all that I had, like, ready to go. So the flow in here is a little stronger than I'd like for it to be. And I put in the 2, I'm keeping the 2 hooked up. And I was tempted to hook the 3rd one up just to break some of that flow up a little bit from the aeration. Quick peek. There is a new stand here that was built. The 255s are on it. And that's all you're gonna really see of that right now. It's not completed yet. That's why I said I haven't really got into anything. You can see the Python. That's a new addition too. This thing is amazing. I don't care what anybody says. If you have back problems, if you have physical problems of any nature, if you have a ton of tanks that you're trying to do water changes on and you're using buckets or you're doing it in an old-fashioned way, this thing's worth every penny. I mean, it really is. Every single penny that you pay for that. Even if it was $100, I'd still buy it. After going through what we went through for the last 3 months now with the 60, between the 60 and the 20s that we had and the 29 and everything else doing water changes, that thing is a lifesaver. But this tank's getting cleaned out. This tank's getting cleaned out. One of these two is going to be the turtle tank. Not sure which one yet. Turtle stuff's still down here. Boom, ready to go. So hopefully that'll get set up this weekend. We still have the sponge filters in there. I got to get those going and seated yet. I have one more of the 60-gallon sponge filters that's going to be getting used as well. And that's really it. Just like I said, quick tour, nothing fancy. Things are going to change. This is going to move. This will be finished. And there's going to be some more surprises coming. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the box below. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share. Let's get some more people into the fish keeping hobby. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, happy fish keeping.